Hi, I'm Will from Unleashed. In this video, I am going to show you how we raise a purchase order in Unleashed. But before we do that, I just want to quickly cover off what a purchase order is. Now, a purchase order is a form of communication, or generally a document that we'll send to our supplier, advising them that we would like them to send us some stock. So we'd usually have the following things. We would have a purchase order number, we'd have a list of all of the items we want to purchase, the quantities and the prices that we get for those products based on our supplier terms with our supplier, and would also include a delivery details or a delivery address. So when the customer receives our purchase order, they can take all that information, enter it into their system, which they can then provide you with a packing slip and also an invoice for what you have ordered. So then the supplier will send us the stock that we've requested, and then we can receipt it in, reconciling the invoice that they provide us with the purchase order that we sent. That is the purpose of a purchase order. So with that in mind, let's jump in. We'll see how we can raise one in Unleashed. So here I am in Unleashed in my purchase order. So I'm going to choose international supplier. The reason I've chosen this supplier is I'd like to show you how the multi-currency works within Unleashed. So this supplier here is in US dollars. Now, I'm going to type in here cement, which is the product that I want to order. So choose my product, put in the quantity being 50 units, and it brings up my price. Now this price is going to be in the supplier's currencies. So that's going to be $9.50 US dollars. Hit add. What I can do now is I can scroll to the bottom and see a summary of my order. You can see that this supplier is in USD, so that's the total price in USD. And then I have my subtotal here, which is showing me in my local currency, which is New Zealand dollars. Now, if I'm ordering from a local supplier and there are taxes that are relevant, it's going to automatically calculate my taxes for me as well. So once I've done that and I'm happy with everything I want to order, I can hit place, which downloads my purchase order for me, and I can see what this looks like, give it a bit of a review. And then if I scroll to the bottom, I can email this off to my supplier. Then I can write a message that is relevant, so I can put my message in there and then hit send, and that is going to attach that PDF we just saw to this email and send it to my supplier. Then my supplier is going to send me the stock, probably with a packing slip and an invoice, and at that stage I may also receive an invoice from my freight supplier. So I have the option of adding this in as well. So if I put in DHL, being my freight supplier, let's say they charged me $250 for the order, then I can hit add, and that's going to add that to the total costing of my order. So Unleashed has average landed costs as the costing method that it uses, which it takes the freight and it apportions it across the items that we've just ordered, which updates the total cost of our order. Now that I've done that, I can hit receipt, which allows me to update the overall quantity. So I may have only received 45 units, so I can update this here. If I hit split receipt, it's going to put 5 units on back order for me. If I hit split complete, it's just going to complete this order. So let's say I'm going to receive no more items from the supplier based on this order, so I can hit split complete and then hit yes. Then what's going to happen is my stock on hand is going to be raised by those 45 units that we have receipted, and it's also going to update the overall value of the inventory that I have in my business. That's going to post an entry through to my accounting system to update the balance sheet, as we are using perpetual inventory here. I hope that was a useful demo. If you'd like to learn more about the concept in general, there's a link to a short explainer video here. If you'd like to learn more about Unleashed itself, click through to our webinar page for an in-depth tour.